Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. The 22nd and stuff was, kegs were getting filled up last time. So there's going to be a whole pile of winemaking to do, I suspect. Oh, look, we're working on our sleight of hand. Look, where'd it go? Looks like somebody stole it. I'm going to head into town today just for fun. I'll be back in a while. Alright, I'm going to, what's this about? Hi, how are you doing? Well, I hope you enjoy the gift. I sent you well. Goodbye, Emily. Thanks, Emily. There you go, little kitty cat. Yeah, well, you need the stuff. Okay. Alright, and we got ourselves... Oh. That was weird. They didn't knock one of them out, did they? I don't think so. It didn't seem like that would not be very Junimo of them. Gold bar I will keep, however. Okay, let's continue processing here. And then we'll be heading back to the island here in a minute. I gotta see. I don't know what we have exactly going on. I also want to check my resins, because those are probably finished as well, aren't they? Boop. Alright. And throw our coal in there. Our wood in there. Okay, and then we're... What do we... Oh, right, resin. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, we'll come here. Let's dump off some tulips. And go to the desert. Yeah, there they are. So I want to plant more flowers. In the summer, I'm debating now. I'm like, do I want to plant something where there's like repeated harvest just for the fun of it? Just so it's like the Junimos are busier? It's nice having them out every day doing stuff. It feels like, oh, look at you. Where are you coming from? You're down over there. Hello. All doing their heavy lifting. So we got 24 of the resins. Okay, and I'm out of keg supplies. What am I out of? Wood? You are kidding me. Really? Did I burn up that much wood? Well, okay, so pretty soon I'll have to go to the desert, I guess, and get a bunch more. That is where I have our wood stockpile going. I mean, I could just buy it more from Robin, but you know, that takes some of the fun out of it. All right. Sure, let's keep filling these up. Oh, what am I stepping on there? There we go. Something growing in. Something there that shouldn't have been there. Okay, so this stuff has got a ways to go. It's very heavy metal up there. We got our stone chest with our flaming skull brazier. Let's put in... Okay, so if I do... Yeah, that's perfect. We can still get around that. Nice. Again, I don't know what havoc I'm going to be bringing on myself. Doesn't matter. Not really. Okay, so let's head out to the island. Hey, kid. Here we go. The inevitable day. Okay, let's have a beverage here, because it's going to be a busy one. Well, fortunately, we did a bunch of our wine. Like, we dealt with the wine that's in the laneway. That's all good. That's been dealt with. Yeah, I think we're It's coming along. Alright, let's, so we got all this, and we got part of the wine downstairs to deal with. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. This should be manageable. Okay, let's go get this stuff up here first. There we go. Alright. So, beyond, yeah, this mountain of new pineapple we're going to get, this whole batch here is going to carry us through another... I don't know, I can't even figure it out, but I feel like, again, I'm getting dwindling inventories, which is exactly where we're trying to get to, so I feel like we're doing something right with the amount of kegs we have. We gotta remember to get the ones on the other side of the island. I don't know how much of each day's thing is going to be consumed. It's a pretty good harvest. But then the other ones we're burning through the inventory faster than anything, so it's all going to come together. Okay, this time I'm going to go over here and do this. I forgot I planted a banana tree up there, didn't we? Yeah, not so bad. Alright. Perfect. So in recent, the past little bit here, I've got, it's a very curious thing. There was kind of a brief time period. I'm just giving the background because it is kind of, it's a weird thing. I don't play shooters at all. Like, it's not a thing. I don't play, even multi-person games I don't play. Never really got into them. There was a time period where the only thing one of my kids had access to was an Xbox. They had a brief stay in a hospital, and it brought my kids together to play Fortnite, which was the only thing they could really play while they were there on this console that they had. And so my kids got into Fortnite, and this is well after it had been out, because we just did generally, again, I think everybody knows like the kind of games I play. We don't tend to play, on principle. I just don't play any shooters, bloodless or otherwise. But they got into this, and it proved to be a way for my kids to get along, because they just, there's an age gap, and they just, you know how it is, kids. So at any rate, they got along with this, and but then sometimes, one kid is doing something else. So my daughter was bummed out because she didn't have anybody to play with, so I agreed to play with her. And I have not played any, like, I played next to none. I played a tiny bit with my kids previously, but really hadn't played much, so I got sucked into playing Fortnite with my daughter, and it's been really, really fun. It's not a game I'd continue playing on my own if I wasn't playing with my kids. It's not really my jam, but it's been super fun playing with my kid, and yeah, it's a very dark father-daughter thing. I guess it's very post-apocalyptic. I mean, I get it. It's all, I don't know the lore, but I get the idea that you're some simulation or something. So you're not, I mean, it's a very convenient backstory to get away from the idea that you're pinning off real people and all that, because that would make the dark tones even worse. Again, it's very battle royale in the original. I can't remember the author's name. The original 2000s Japanese novel. Yeah, it has that vibe for sure, although not nearly as dark. Battle Royale is a super dark book, but this is a lot more candy-coated, distressingly so in some ways. But it proved to be a lot more fun than I expected, and definitely enjoyed playing, multiplayer with her. And we actually make a formidable team, which is also surprising. I think all my days of slime ranching paid off slightly. But it's taken me a while to get my head around it as a game. There is a lot of meta to how to play it, and I just play a kind of a weird tactical you know, it would be like an old man playing a video game like that. I just play a tactical game. Give me a sniper rifle and get me a bluff, and I will camp, and I will take people out. I'm not going to get all busy using the bursty short-range things like katanas and giant mallet hammer things that fly you through the air. That's all way beyond my capacity. I look at this stuff and go, I just can't even. I probably could, but I just don't have the... I don't know. I think maybe learning it would be me giving in that I'm enjoying myself. I don't know what it would be. But I'm enjoying playing with her. It's been a lot of fun. So that's consumed a lot of my time lately. Because I'm the teammate whenever someone else isn't available. So yeah, it's one of those games that I came and then went and then came back again. It's like Minecraft or anything else in our house. It goes away and then it somehow comes back into rotation eons later. And, you know, all the games, I think, they eventually make their way back into even games like Rocket League and stuff. They go away and they come back. That game going free to play killed a lot of the desire for it to be played in my house, I think. I don't know, something about the whole structure changed. Didn't appeal. No idea. Again, a game beyond me. That was a game I could never truly get my head around. That was too much. With Fortnite, I can cope with it. I like the hide and seek element, and I like the collection of goods. The exploration element works well for me. It was more fun when I didn't know any of the map. That was better. Now that I know some of the map, it's better and worse because it's less explory, but I guess it's easier because you know what you're doing. Quote unquote, know what you're doing. At any rate, that's I don't think we'll be seeing that on the channel anytime soon. I don't think anybody needs to see that. Yeah, we do all right. We've definitely had our, you know, several victories, I think, at this point, and generally do pretty okay. I'd say my kid's way better than me by a long shot. I'm the weak link on the team for sure. But it's the one thing I would say is that it reminds me that it's always useful from, you know, somebody who loves games and plays a lot of games and thinks about games all the time, that it's important to really try out these other genres of games that I would normally not at all get engaged with. That said, I will not be playing horror games anytime soon. That's just... no, I don't need that in my life. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how they've, you know, managed to bridge between the different capacities of consoles. Yeah, everything from the Switch to the PC to the Xbox, you know, PlayStation. Managed to bridge between all of these things and make, like, games used to feel like such towers of isolation. Things did, you know, there was no things didn't work between cross compatibility, and so having that, all of those things work seamlessly and quickly. I can't possibly appreciate how amazing it is. It's really amazing. As a person that played games in the 80s, I think it's yeah, it's quite wonderful when you stop and really think about what's happening and you go, this is ridiculous. Like, there's almost no latency. When you think about how kind of like frenetic and demanding those games are, regardless of how much of it is, you know, run on your PC or your system and how much of it is server side, it's still amazing that you know, that compatibility occurs and you have matchmaking occurring and you have anti-cheat stuff working and you have, like, there's so many layers of things that should go wrong that work, and that's really astounding. So I'm always oh, I gotta go into the hut there too. Yeah, I'm always blown away by the fact that these things just they work, and very cool. So my hat's off to them. And again, making it a lot more fun than I would have previously had thought. So it's, I mean, I get the fun in it. I think if you're treating it like a big game of tag, but it's still, Slime Rancher still has a kind of, even though it's got kind of shooter elements in terms of the overall mechanics, it's still abstracted in such a way that it's not. Whereas Fortnite is just, it's clearly you're pinning off other holographic people. I don't even know how you want to describe it. Again, I don't understand the backstory, and I don't think you should have to in order to understand the mechanic of what is actually occurring. The backstory is kind of is a moot point, really. When you're using like a sniper rifle to take out people, you're using a sniper rifle to take out. You can paint that however you want to, but at the end of the day, that is what you're doing. So there's still that. It's a little bit weird. The philosophical implications of games I always find perplexing. The idea of like, what are you actually doing when you play this game? I don't know. I think we don't want to think about those things. And I think we found ways to avoid thinking about those things, maybe. I don't know. As in, like, we can rationalize anything. I mean, that's what humans are so good at. So I can tell myself all kinds of stories about what I'm actually doing, or what I think I'm doing, but the actuality of it is that it is what it is. It's exactly what you think you're doing, and that's what you're doing. You're hunting down people with guns and taking them out. So, yeah, it's weird. Okay, that's... Well, yeah, so we blew through all the pineapple now, at least I think I did. Yep. But at any rate, yeah, it's, but, it's like playing weird versions of tag and stuff. I mean, I think my kids are of an age now where it concerns me less than it did when they were younger. I think there's more of a comprehension of, here's what I'm playing. Here's the ridiculousness of what I'm doing. And the consequences, they can have a conversation about it as, comprehending beings, not like an 8-year-old who's going to town on it. So, I don't know, I guess I can justify it to myself because I can think, well, at least I'm able to have a big person conversation about my kids about these things, and we can talk about what the games mean as games and all of those things. I don't know. Let's go back to the other one, get the pirate ship now. We gotta go to the other area. It's already getting late. Oh my gosh, this day. This day is the fastest day in the world. Okay. The pirate ship. I'm glad I put my kegs in there. I love that little area. But I'm still terrible at remembering to complete it. Okay. Oh, we had a whole pile of stuff there. Okay, so let's get... So still have like 1,000 pineapple. Yeah. I think I'll be able to burn it up for sure. And this side, I think I will just do pineapple as well. This has probably been done longer. Oh, right, and again, I always forget that I have resin here. I'm waiting on the other side there. It just feels like more detached from the rest of the game. I think, again, because that this was added later, I do think it exists in a different part of my memory. And my brain is like, well, that's just an inaccessible part of the game. I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't been able to go there in ages. It's a bit weird. Okay. And I kind of gave up on the idea of like working around the kid on this map. I think I was more reticent about having kegs destroyed previously. Again, I could also just follow the kid and do pathing, which would be maybe the best idea. 'Cause really, the kid's the only one coming out here. Like, we waited to get that. That might work out good. Well and good. Okay. Okay, let's get all of these that we can. I'm not going to waste my time worrying about the ones that I can't quite reach. Looking at you there, keg. Do what we can. Oh, you, though. Okay, so this is good. This shouldn't be a problem getting this done this time. Yeah, it's the last time I don't even think we didn't quite make it to do all the things because it was like simply too much to do and not enough time. Beautiful. There's more oak resin out here than I think there is. I think that's the other thing. Okay, so let's... see, this time I'll actually get that. Alright, let's go and dump off this stuff here and we'll see what we're working with now. Okay, so 200 300 ancient fruit, a bunch of green tea, a shell. Okay, a whole pile of stuff here. Put these things here. So yeah, okay, there we go. We still have about 1600. Yeah, it was 1600, 1700 pineapple. And then about 700 ancient fruit. Which is not as much as you would expect at this point, which is good. I'd be very happy if we can manage to burn through it. So let's rip through the rest of this iron ore. I could have done the fishing thing as well and just deconstructed those, but just thought we'll just use this at this point. But yeah, could have been doing this more efficiently. Let's stack these. There we go. And the wood. So I will need to go and over here. We'll come and grab a little bit. Doesn't take much. That's the thing, the density of everything here. Let's see. Okay, and then can get one more tree. So we got 378 wood. That's good. That's gonna buy us a little bit. Oh, didn't quite get to bed though. All right, we'll see you all next time. Till then, bye bye.